All right, keep that energy going for your next comic, Angelo Vescio. Angelo Vescio.
Oh, thank you guys. Thanks for having me here. I'm so excited. I had to get out of my house because my wife was mad at me today. What did I do? I walked in on her, and she was looking at our wedding album. She had tears of joy welling up in her eyes. She said to me, "Wasn't this the best day ever? Don't you wish we could get married all over again?" I was like, "Yeah, who would you marry this time?" What did I do? I love my wife. My wife and I moved to Austin, Texas from Minneapolis, Minnesota because she got a job at Whole Foods. That's pretty nice, right? Hey, let me tell y'all something. I'm a kept man. Like, I shower with that like $5 a bar avocado, lavender, rosemary soap. You know what I mean? I shower like 2-3 times a day because it's way hotter here in Texas. And also because I get my deodorant from Whole Foods and that shit don't work. It don't do a damn thing. I don't even take the cap off when I put it on. I don't know. My wife does pretty well though for, she like working at Whole Foods. She brings home the bacon and that bacon is organic, no hormones and no antibiotics, cruelty-free, cage-free, grass-fed, free range. I'm like, I ain't eating that shit. Sounds like that pig had a wonderful life, honey. Then you killed it so we could have some BLTs tonight. I shouldn't have said that though, because you know what? Now she got the idea she wants to be a vegetarian. I lasted 2.5 hours as a vegetarian. You know how I know that? That's the line. That's the wait in line at Franklin Barbecue. That's what it is, yeah. We got up to the front. I was like, "Look, honey, you can make a sandwich with pickles and onions. Go ahead, girl. I'm gonna take the money you saved and buy more brisket." You know what I mean? She's like, "Don't you want to live longer?" I was like, "Yeah, of course I do, so I can eat more barbecue. We live in Texas." I told her, I said, "You know what? If something happens to me, I'm on life support, I'm in a coma, all I ask of you is every day just come in the hospital room and rub a burnt end on my lips. That's all I ask. Dip it into different sauce every day so I know what day of the week it is. Like it's Thursday because it's spicy, you know what I mean?" Then my son wanted to be a vegetarian for a second. I was like, "Oh, you don't want to eat McDonald's no more?" He was like, "Never mind. That's good parenting." Dads, you can take that. Dude, but Austin, Texas is weird. I live in a weird neighborhood. One of my son's friends is a 6-year-old first grader. He's a vegan. I was like, "Where'd you meet this kid? Playing tag on the playground?" He was like, "Oh, he can't run around that long. He gets winded." I was like, "Oh, yeah, obviously." He's a good kid. I love him, man. He's one of my son's best friends. He coming over for dinner one night. I'm like, "I don't know what to do. We got like some carrots and hummus in the fridge. I don't know." I go ask his mom. I was like, "What should I cook for him?" She goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'm vegan, and that's where I cook at my house. He can have whatever he wants at your house." I was like, "Oh, word?" Because I'm going to have to hook the little homie up. And I did. Oh, I went out and I bought some chicken nuggets shaped like dinosaurs. I bought some macaroni and cheese shaped like SpongeBob SquarePants. I bought some corn dogs shaped like corn dogs. For dessert, got them cheap-ass popsicles, leave like a ring around your lips for like 3 days, you know? Oh, they were grubbing, man. That kid loved it. I like to think that later on in life, he's going to say, "You know what? Dinner at the Vescio's house, that was the shit." You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he's going to say that because he shit his pants. It was probably a little bit too much. Went a little overboard on the protein? I don't know. I got 2 kids, y'all. I got a 6-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter. Something interesting about my kids, both of my kids were born prematurely. And the doctors have no idea why that happened. My wife thinks it's because they were conceived prematurely. I don't know what that means. It's like a big word. But like my kids were born so early, that it was just like they were tiny. You know what I mean? Like my daughter was 4 pounds 8 ounces when she was born. Right? My son, 3 pounds 3 ounces. Like I've eaten burritos bigger than that. You know what I mean? And I used to look down on him too. I'm like, "Oh, buddy, you are making me hungry. Let's go to Chipotle." It's just like one hand, I'm like a football. You know what I'm saying? I go up in there. One time I went to Chipotle, and this is back in Minnesota. It was a cold winter's day. I was low on diapers. And I got an idea when that guy, he throws the tortilla on there. Heats it up for it. I was like, "Hey, you throw an extra one on there for my boy? Oh, he'd love that." It's like underwear fresh out the dryer. You know what I mean? But like I said, my son is the same size as a burrito. So once you got him wrapped up in a tortilla, you got to be careful which one you take a bite out of first, right? You know what, though? You learn pretty quickly because I don't order refried beans on my burritos. Yep. That's right, I'm a dad. I can't even go to Chipotle no more. I was never scared of no E. coli. It was the condiments. I changed a lot of diapers. You look at that refried beans, the guacamole. Don't get me started on corn salsa. You ever fed a kid corn niblets? Don't do it. It's a waste of time. Those things don't digest. They just come out the other end shinier. My wife wants to spend $150 to get her wedding and engagement ring professionally cleaned. I was like, throw them in a peanut butter and jelly and give them to our boy. Wait a couple days, pluck them out the diaper, rinse them off, bling, bling, baby, happy anniversary. You know what I'm saying? But because my son was born early, we didn't have daycare lined up. So I had to do it. Y'all. Had to quit my job, step up as a man, become a stay-at-home dad, ladies and gentlemen. I did it, fellas. Living the dream. Or so I thought. No, it's hard. I don't know how it is for the stay-at-home moms all day, but for the stay-at-home dads, every day is like the same thing over and over again. It's just Sports Center, Sports Center, Sports Center, Sports Center. And then finally, like a pizza commercial comes on. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta feed these kids. Where'd they go? Why is the front door wide open? Cold breeze woke me up from my nap. Guys, I'm tired all the time. I'm trying to be a comedian. I'm out late at night. Sometimes I get 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and I get home. The other night I got home and was so tired. I went to brush my teeth with what I thought was toothpaste. No, diaper rash ointment. Yeah. My gums started burning. I got scared, ran down to the family computer, typed in Google, mouthful of butt cream. Don't ever do that. That's a popular hit. And I didn't clear my search history like I usually do, so now I got to sleep on the couch. I think I'm going to find out who my wife's going to marry this next time. Guys, I'm Angelo Vescio. Thank you so much.